If you hold Cardano, I will give you an update on what is happening within ADA right now. There's a couple headlines I want to break down, a couple key points, and I think when we've been seeing a lot of volatility in the charts and the price of ADA seemingly is just staying within a trading range that is not allowing us to see where, I guess you would say, when you first invested in Cardano, right now in 2025, maybe, looking down the pipe a couple years later, this is not where we all wanted to be. Okay. But here we are. And if you, for better or for worse, or for, whatever purpose that you have holding Cardano, or even if you're interested right now in getting in, I want to share with you guys kind of some numbers that are sticking out to me right now here in this video. So welcome back. My name is Mark. We talk crypto every single day here on the channel. Hit the like button. Please subscribe down below if you have not already done so. And please remember, as we get going along, that none of this is financial advice. Okay, so a little preface for you guys. I have been a Cardano holder since the first time I ever bought crypto. It was my first crypto that I ever purchased. And so this is kind of why we talk about it every day, not just because of that, but because of a lot of reasons that I do believe in the future trajectory of Cardano. And that's just how I feel about it right here, right now. Okay. But still, we've seen a decent amount of stability. It's kind of been interesting to note all of these, the Trump mania tokens and coins have seen some rebirth, and also we've had a big swing into some of the more privacy sector, AI within crypto as well. So it's interesting to note all of the niches that have kind of taken off within the world of crypto, okay? But here we look at Cardano, just basically right outside the likes of Chainlink, another crypto that I do favor quite a bit. But sitting here at 57.62, and I've talked to you guys a lot about my thoughts on this, and if you do watch my videos, you can follow along with these two blue lines, basically a parallel channel that it essentially forms a sine wave within that trading zone between the likes of roughly 60 to 84 cents. Okay. And that's where Cardano has been comfortable trading upon. And every time that we do dip below this little bar here around 60 cents, we've done it probably 4 or 5 times. And it's always been a very short-lived time below that 60 cents floor. Okay. So that's how I view it. That's what I'm looking at from a chart perspective. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys to buy or sell crypto. Please be sure to do what's best for you financially. But I do want to talk about the exchange that I use if you are looking for a new exchange. This is BITUNIX. Okay. Sign up today. You will get 25% bonus into your futures trading account in USDT. Like I said, it's my exchange. I use it every day within my leverage trading. So if you do want to get involved, please be sure to do your own research, all your due diligence. It is a very risky sport in the world of not just leverage trading, but also spot trading, which they do offer. Just make sure it's right for you where you're located before getting signed up. But if you do want to trade with BITUNIX, that link will be down below. Okay. But this is kind of the data point I wanted to share with you all. Cardano's DeFi, which has been at the forefront of the conversation within Charles Hoskinson and company. And the reason why I think that we've heard more about it, okay? I don't think it's anything that he has not been doing, but the world within Cardano DeFi has taken off quite a bit. And now that we're looking at that total value locked, hitting a 3-year high, besides the point of that, which, quite frankly, the TVL, stable coins, all that good stuff, that's all good to kind of have in your back pocket. But I think that right now, within the world of crypto, my trading philosophy, what I'm doing personally, I'm latching on to big moves, okay? Following big money moves, and when you see quick, I don't want to say word manipulation, but when you see quick swings have quick falls, and that's kind of been my strategy. Not necessarily applied to ADA, but it does apply to the concept that the whales have been accumulating 348 million tokens, okay? So as they've reclaimed some major ground here in the DeFi world, almost 29% within the quarter 3 of 2025. This is the earliest level since early 2022. And as we do look at the Messari State of Cardano report, this is the numbers that I want to share with you guys, because this robust expansion has allowed ADA's market cap, okay, to increase 42.5% within this DeFi and treasury expansion. Okay, so the reason why this is all kind of relevant is because, guys, everybody wants to know what crypto's up 30%. This is kind of how it works, right? I could pull up my crypto bubbles right now, and you can look for yourself. And here's the big bubbles, right? CC, DCR, MKR, Sky, Aster is a great example, right? this is what everybody's gonna be looking at to each and every single day. They want to follow the money, and quite frankly, that's been a strategy that I've employed. But I kind of go in the opposite direction, where I would look to basically ride these cryptos down to where they started from, because it's all manipulation, in my opinion. And then a lot of them do get off the ground, but that's just how I view it. Okay, and I've had success doing so. But this is the kind of point I'm trying to make. Go down the board a little bit, and here you find the number 10 crypto in all of crypto market cap, right? And even XRP, for Christ's sakes. Look at XRP right here. Go find Cardano. You almost see these cryptos taking a back seat to these one and dones and fads that just kind of sweep in, sweep out. And that's been the big difference that I've been trying to get across to everybody from 2021, the big pump, right? The bull market. There's just way more competition within crypto. Okay, way more competition that doesn't necessarily deter Cardano from what they're doing. It's all independently based. But what it does do is it prevents a lot of the people that would be able to grow Cardano, the retail FOMO, the speculation, the institutional involvement, right? It just reduces that multiple of expansion that I think deters a lot of investors from getting in. And I think that's been kind of what's plagued this bull market a little bit, is they're not going for the slow and steady eddies, right? They're going for the big booms and the ones that they can rip, 30, 40, 50, 60% in less than 2 weeks time. Okay. So, but I want to get into some of these numbers because I do think they're very much important here. You look at Liquid and MinSwap. These are some of the movers within Cardano's DeFi momentum. Okay. 50%, 74%. That's kind of what we've been seeing. It's a top two. And I actually did talk to a couple of developers within Cardano myself recently at a past conference, and kind of echoed the same sentiments that I tell you guys that we read about, we go over the news. It was the pulse of what it's like to actually build on Cardano. Okay, it's tough. All right, that's been the common draw and the feel that I have gained from those people, and that's pretty much across the board, right? 2-3 people that are building legit projects on Cardano. Pretty much the one word to sum it up is tough. Okay. And that's not FUD. It's just kind of reality right now, because it's just really tough in the market. Okay. But the 348 million is the big news also, because this is a 21% rebound. Like we talked about, Cardano under 50 cents. That was a absolute steal. Discount IO3. We go over some of these numbers, and I'm not telling you to buy or sell crypto, but I'm just illustrating what the numbers are telling me, what I'm doing, and then you guys make the best decision possible for yourself. Okay, I will never tell you to buy or sell crypto, but every time that we do dip below that 60 cents territory, ever so short-lived, it just bounces right back up. Okay, and this is where we had the ability to see this huge increase, like I talked about, from 49 cents, and now we're looking to a breakout back above that 60 cents range, which represents, roughly almost a 20 plus% gain. Okay. Now, as we talk about this even deeper, the ISO 20022, okay, in that roadmap that we talked about within the global financing message, this is something where we look into the roadmap, and Hoskinson reaffirming Cardano's full support of its framework, and also alongside the likes of XRP, XLM for global payment interoperability. Now, that's just a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't want to get down in this video, but I think that right now the big thing for me, and I'm going to reiterate this, it's the Bitcoin, the DeFi bridge within that, and also for me, it's not going to be anything to do with the ETF world, but maybe more so on the line of the RWAs, and just kind of how we look for midnight, right? The privacy aspect that's going absolutely insane. Also, the subtle upgrades that we do get, right? I think they do play a significant role of keeping Cardano on track. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because we have not really had outages. Okay, a lot of cryptos are plagued by that. Who wants to have an outage on a blockchain, whether it's being used or not? And that's been the big kind of debate within Cardano, is, well, no one uses it, so it's never been pushed. Well, that's kind of very subjective in nature, but I still want to just point out the fact that when I was just swing trading Solana, and then Solana would have an outage and go down 30%, that's not fun. Okay, yes, it does rebound, but it kind of sets you back a couple weeks. And just how it's been, and what I'm looking for moving forward is just, kind of get that monkey off the back. Cardano just needs to start moving again. And I think that from there, everything they're doing, and I think since I've started not just being an investor within Cardano, but holding and talking about Cardano, I don't think there's really been any negativity outside of just people trying to FUD Charles and company, okay? I can't really remember anything that's ever gone wrong. It's just the stepping stones along this roadmap have never been enough just to push ADA over the edge. And unfortunately, me and you, we can't do that, okay? That's not what it's going to take. It's going to be kind of just a hard-fought battle within the macro and just eventually having something that is legitimized and it can stand alone in this sector. Okay, so that's where I'm at, guys. I'll leave you with that. We'll talk more Cardano as we get better and bigger updates, but these are some of the data points, right, that I wanted to share, because 350 million ADA being accumulated by whales is no joke. Also, the protocols, core protocols, treasury expansion that we've seen within some of their DeFi volume, total value locked, and then also just kind of just in a hole, that rebound after we dipped below a very significant barrier below the 49 cents level. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Also, I do have a page on X if you want to give me a follow. I thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.